Hi everyone, it's Thea here, just here to spill some more tea for you guys, and this time it is about Melissa and Joe Gorga not going to Teresa's wedding. I feel like this was definitely started by Melissa Gorga. I feel like the issue was not that deep. I know you cannot talk about children, and children are off limits, basically. No one comes for each other's kids, but I don't feel like Teresa was really coming for Antonia. She was just saying that Melania was upset that her cousin Antonia did not turn up for her Sweet 16 because Melania did go to Antonia's Sweet 16. So she just felt as though it wasn't reciprocated. And I feel like that's fair enough. And she can be upset about that. She can, and she was upset about that. And Teresa was just expressing it. Maybe she should not have expressed it, but I don't feel like it warranted such a visceral response from Melissa, who then went on to tattletale when she got home. She was so pissy about it the entire time during lunch when they sat at that beautiful table with those flowers and everything. The ambiance was so beautiful, but she was so pissy, and you could still see she was like extremely angry that Teresa said Antonia's name. And then she went back. When they got back, she tattletaled immediately to Joe Gorga, and Joe Gorga basically said she's just doing this to make us look bad. And then Melissa hit him with the massive bomb of I don't feel like we're welcome, and I don't feel like we should be going to the wedding, Teresa and Louie's wedding, which I feel like was extremely overboard. Like, you want to explain that to me, Melissa? I don't understand your thought process over that. She should have just gone and just kept her mouth shut and, kept the peace, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of Melissa fans saying that she is basically not happy and she's not, being treated right by Teresa. I see that too. I see both sides, but I feel like right now I'm more leaning towards Teresa in this situation than Melissa, because I feel like this was not that big a deal. They've said a lot worse, and I know it's different when you bring children into the mix, but I feel like she did not insult Antonia in any way. She just mentioned what Melania said. And I know it was not in a, good light. She's not portraying Antonia in a good light, but Melissa did explain she had a cheer thing and she missed one, so she couldn't miss another one. And then Teresa came back with how come she couldn't not attend after cheer. And she explained that as well, that she was in Pennsylvania, so it would have been next to impossible to make it in time, get back in time. So I feel like if there was better communication between even the two cousins at this point, Melania and Antonia, I feel like a lot of hurt feelings could have been avoided. So I also feel that Melissa Gorga and Joe Gorga kind of used this opportunity to decide that they weren't going to attend the wedding. And I feel like it was just perfect. It was perfect, and Melissa just slid right in there and decided that she was going to use this, I feel, as the right opportunity to just we're not going, Joe, we're not going. I feel like she put her foot down there, and she kind of made the crack between Joe Gorga Joe Gorga and Teresa bigger than ever. And also, I do want to add that I feel like Teresa is doing her best to not overreact and not, really get too heated. She's working on herself. She's also going to a therapy, and I feel like she has made a lot of progress. And for Melissa to be so pressed and so, triggered by Teresa's little comment, I feel like that was way too big of a reaction. And ultimately, I do believe that this may lead to the fall of Melissa Gorga. She might be axed from the show, and I feel like it is definitely partly her and Joe's fault that she's being cut out from the show, and partly Teresa's fault because she's the one who has given Bravo this ultimatum of it's either me or Melissa, and I'm ready to walk, Teresa said, if she is on the show. If you want to keep her on the show, I'm willing to walk. I feel like Melissa's going to have to bring her A game and Joe Gorga in the reunion in order to stay on the show, because I don't think that she's going to cut it, basically. So I want to hear your thoughts on this subject. Do you feel like I am not getting it and the Antonia situation is so huge and it's all Teresa's fault? Or do you believe that Melissa is at fault here? I love to hear your guys' opinions on everything that I was going to say print, but everything that I publish on my platforms. And I just want to say that everything that I've heard and said is alleged. And if you guys have any other video ideas, please comment and let me know in the comments below, or on TikTok, or on Twitter, or on Instagram. DM me and let me know. If you have any tea you'd like me to spill as well, the same goes for that. So like, subscribe, share, and comment for more.